Yes, so this Kyle here. I want to get my thoughts on the on the new WWE Championship belt that was unveiled tonight on Raw. um, yeah, you know, one of the things I have to say, there's always been a fascination with me that I've been fixated upon, and one of the things I've always loved about wrestling since I've been a wrestling fan from day one at the age of 5 was wrestling belts. The look and the design of wrestling championship belts was one of the things I've always loved about this profession of sports, and still do. Still one of the things that I love about professional wrestling is, championship belts. So when Rock, came out and said, he's going to WrestleMania, but not with this, I was elated. I was excited. I'm like, they're finally going to unveil the new belt. They unveiled it, and how should I say this? 7 months ago, when CM Punk said that the new WWE Championship belt looks horrible and that the current one looks better, I hate to say it, but I don't want to really agree with CM Punk on that, but I kind of want to agree with CM Punk on that. The spinner belt was okay. The reason why a lot of people hate the spinner belt, and rightfully so, was because that belt didn't look good on anybody but John Cena. That belt should have been personalized only when Cena was champ. But by them making that the main championship to represent the company, it was just awful because it didn't look good on anybody but Cena. It only worked with Cena because Cena was the one that brought it in, and it fitted his gimmick at that time. So I think if they had used that belt just simply for Cena from when he's champ, probably wouldn't have as many people that hate the spinner belt as they do now. So with me, at the end of the day, I'm kind of 50-50 on this. I'm glad we got a new belt, period, because we needed it. We needed one desperately. It's been long overdue. But at the same token, I'm not really a big fan of this design. It's a 3-plated belt, which is, I believe, will be a first for the WWE Championship, being just solely 3 plates. Which I don't have a problem with. But it's that main center plate is kind of bugging me. It's the main center plate. The main center plate, it looks like a freaking police badge. I'm sorry. It does. It looks like a freaking police badge. It's very plain. I'm not saying it has to be something like just over the top and flash in the pan like the spinner belt was. But my God, what happened to the globe? What happened to the eagles? The spinner belt at least had an eagle on it. What happened to that? Some of them's traditional. What happened to that? You just had this big fat WWE logo, the same logo that you see at the bottom left side of the screen when you're watching a WWE program, or the same logo that pops up at the beginning or the end of a WWE program televised event. It's just, I don't like that. That symbol there is part of the main design of the plate. I don't like it. I don't. I'm sorry. It's just, and I heard Dave Milliken made this belt. And if Dave Milliken made this belt, just, why, Dave? Why? Looking at past designs you've made for WWE, why did you make this? And I think Reggie Parks also may have had something to do with this. Why, Reggie? But if Reggie Parks had nothing to do with this, then maybe Reggie should have just made this by himself. But if Dave Milliken made this, why, Dave? Why? Looking at what you've made, the winged eagle, the big eagle, the 1998 Intercontinental Championship, why would you make this? Like I said, I'm going to give it some time to maybe see if it grows on me a little bit more, maybe seeing it on some other people down the line or something, seeing on TV more, may change my opinion about it. I will say this, I like the belt a lot better than when I first thought, when the leaked pictures came out early last year. I like it a little bit better considering what I saw based off the leaked photos, but I'm really not a big fan of this belt. A lot of people get a negative opinions on this. One thing's for certain, this belt is going to get some tweaks. All championship belts have gotten tweaks before. The Attitude Era belt had been tweaked twice. The Undisputed belt that was brought in from 2002 to 2005, that belt has been tweaked 3 times. John Cena's spinner belt had been tweaked, 4 or 5 times, I believe. 4 times, I think, that belt's been tweaked. So this belt's definitely going to get some tweaking because the 2 main side plates has the Brahma Bull, which represents The Rock. So when Cena gets the belt at Mania, those 2 side plates are definitely going to change. So that belt's definitely going to get some tweaking. I believe on one of the Raws, Monday Night Raws in July of this year, would mark the 50th anniversary since the WWE's will mark the 50th anniversary of the WWE's championship since its conception, its creation. So maybe by that time, the 50th anniversary, maybe we might get another new design belt, because sometimes WWE does that too. Sometimes they'll keep a belt for a while, and if they really don't like it, they'll scrap it and make something else. So maybe we might get another new WWE Championship on one of those Raws in July, or maybe they'll heavily tweak this belt so much that between now and the month of July or past July, it'll be a little bit more presentable and look better than what this is here. So what do you got? Depends on the new WWE Championship belt. Do you like it? Do you hate it right away? Or are you like me, where you're just kind of neutral, in the neutral right now, and you want to kind of wait and see and let it grow on you some more before you give your final verdict? I'm not too crazy about it. Like I said, I'll wait and see, to give my final verdict before I say I hate it. I want to at least give it a chance. But I do think the segment that Rock had unveiling the belt, any unveiling of any championship belt is always a memorable moment, an historical moment, especially coming from WWE's perspective. I definitely think this is going to be a moment to remember. A new belt being unveiled. And on top of that, it's The Rock. So you have one of the greatest of all time. Unveiling a new belt, and him also being the champion on top of that too. So that even makes it more special. He's going to WrestleMania as the champ. This is his last good run, and he unveils a new belt. So I definitely think it's going to be a memorable moment that people will remember for times to come. It was a cool moment. So it's always a cool moment when the belt is being unveiled. So you guys let me know what you think of the WWE Championship in the comment box below. Subscribe. Peace.